Hey y'all, welcome back to Southern and Spicy. Benicio
Leons
here from the Netherlands.
Hoe gaat het allemaal? Gaat goed, ja. Gezellig hier in Amerika, Texas.
Yes,
Howdy,
yes.
brothers.
So glad he's here with us. He is one of our amazing basketball players at Panola College that my husband trains, and he loves to cook. And he's been here all day cooking up this and cooking up that. And now we don't really know what this is called, but it's an Indonesian. Yeah. But we're going to call it Ben's Special because he pretty much has, look at all these spices. Yeah. The first thing we're going to do is mix our spices together to make this chicken and vegetable curry kind of dish. Now don't be turned off by that word curry. I know how y'all feel. I don't really like curry, but it's not that curry-ish. It really isn't. You're gonna love this. So stick with us. Hey y'all, thanks for coming back to Southern and Spicy. You're going to be glad that you came to this show today. I can't wait to put this over rice. Plastic. I love me some skin. That thing into her little meal. Oh yeah.
Southern and Spicy!
I would say on this camera, we got the garam masala. I think that's like the base of the spice. Like I always put that one in there. So like with most of the other ones, you can kind of play around. This one I would put in a lot of times. Like a lot of spices mixed already, so that's like a good one to start with. Put that one in there.
And I will just say, you probably, if you live here in Carthage, you may not be able to buy this locally, but if you're in a big city, you can probably get it or order it on Amazon.
The next one, we put some ginger in there. Just put some extra aroma, some extra flavor. About a tablespoon as well. This is the cayenne pepper, like about a teaspoon to cayenne pepper. So if you don't really like spice, then like spicy and the kick, then add less or don't add it. You can do without, but I really like it, so I put about a teaspoon in there.
We gotta have a kick, y'all. We gotta have a kick.
Just a little bit.
Because it's southern and spicy. So, all
That's
right.
what it is. We put some. We put some cumin in there. Some cumin, always nice. Some chipotle pepper spice mix.
Now, have you ever put that in there before?
I've never used it before, but she let me taste it, and I really like it, and I like chipotle, so we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it out. Like I really, when I cook, I like to try out a lot of stuff. Just go in the cabinet, look at all the spices. So I'm gonna just try this one.
We're gonna put this on our what?
On our chicken. So this is going to be the mixture for our chicken. We also add a little bit of salt and a little bit of black pepper. Just add it on the chicken directly.
All right, so we're going to get our chicken going here.
We got about five chicken thighs. 5 chicken thighs out, and we get in there. I would also really recommend using thighs instead of breast. I'm really a thigh lover.
A dark meat man.
I like me some dark meat. No, that's like the thighs are really a lot juicier and a lot easier. The satay could do everything with instead of the breast. I think the breast dry out a little bit faster. And
true. So that's about 4 or 5 big thighs that we got there. Let's get those.
We add our spice mix.
Don't you love doing that?
I love.
I love
really makes me feel like a cook.
I know, I love that.
And then we start just getting.
You know, you're right. That was just enough seasoning for the chicken.
And just get in there. Try to cover every piece. Every piece of chicken needs some love.
You're right, though. I don't want to pick up put a bite in my mouth that does not have that delicious
Exactly.
flavor.
It should be like a little
Love on
treat.
that chicken. Yeah.
Just mix it up there.
Okay.
You let this rest for a little bit while we prepare the rest.
Now we're going to do the spices for the vegetables. Yeah, more spice.
Ground peas for it, so we started with that one again.
Okay,
Same
that's
thing.
about a tablespoon.
About a tablespoon in there.
Okay.
We got our tandoori as well. Put
Teaspoon.
about a teaspoon in there. We got a little bit of cayenne pepper as well, because we like the cake. Like even in our vegetables, a little spice never goes wrong for me. And we got some turmeric as well, just to layer it out, and then
About a teaspoon.
we'll just add the black pepper and the sea salt directly on it.
All right. So
And then we just mix those spices up a little bit. And
bring our veggies over.
so we cut up. So for our veggies today we're using potatoes and sweet potatoes. I used about 5 medium-sized potatoes and about 4 medium to small sweet potatoes. Cut them up in little wedges and put them in there.
Wow.
And then just to add a little more vegetables, I've cut up about two carrots, I think, about 2 carrots, and
Okay.
we just add those in there, just to add some vegetables. Then we add our spices, on there, a little less than on the chicken. Put a little bit of salt on there, just to layer it out. My parents always teach me to put a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper, but especially salt in like every step you go. So I don't put too much on it right now, but just every step. So during the cooking as well, you just keep on adding some salt just to layer it more and get a little more depth in the flavor. Add a little bit of black pepper. Feel like a real cook again.
Now that we've got this done, we've got our chicken marinating, we got our veggies. Now we are going to head over to the stove and start our cooking. Here we are getting ready to saute our onion and garlic with chicken.
You first add the onion, then add the garlic. Because if you add the garlic first, it might burn already. So first add the onion. Always season your onions with a little bit of salt when you put it in. That's what I learned. It makes it a little sweeter. And it really caramelizes better
Did y'all know
if you
that?
use a little bit of salt.
Oh, I love caramelized onions.
Add a little bit of butter. That's about right. So we start off with our onions, put them in there, move them around a little bit. We add some salt to it, just a little bit, not too much. Just move it around a little bit. And get us some color.
Looking good.
Yeah, the onion is starting to sweat. The liquid gold is coming out. Alright, now I'm adding the garlic to it. Like I said, I would do the onion first and then the garlic, so because the garlic is a lot smaller, so it burns easier.
Oh,
This smells good.
smells amazing. So who taught you all this lingo, this kitchen cooking?
In this kitchen, I just like, a lot of times I just dive in.
Like onions that's, sweating the onions and
It's just all the, online you can find everything right now. I try to watch like a lot of different ones, so you get like a lot of different perspective. Because a lot of times one cook things there do it perfect, but if you add everything together, you can just make your own style of cooking. And a lot of times you also just try out stuff and then you find out that works for you. See, there's a little bit of browning going on, so that's about the time that we can add our chicken in there. So we put the chicken in there, chop it up a little bit. Make sure every piece of chicken touches the pan so it can get a little bit of browning.
I agree. He's loving on that chicken, I tell you.
And then just let it sit for a sec just so it can get some color. So after I think a minute and a half, you see it's starting to brown a little bit, so you can start moving it around a little bit. Try to get every side to get a little bit of browning. Alright,
Do
and
you
now
cook it all the way or just partial?
you just get it some color, and especially because I cut it up so small, it goes really quick. So we're trying to, you know, get some color on the outside and make sure it's cooked all the way through, also on the inside.
Okay. Looks good.
With this dish, like especially because later you're gonna see we're gonna add a lot more liquid, then a lot of times the spice like goes to the background a little bit more, so it's really hard to over season this dish. My special ingredient, no, it's not special because everybody uses soy sauce by now, but I like to add a little, like just a tiny splash of soy sauce to my chicken.
So what about making the roux? Does that intimidate you?
Even me, it's like one of my, I call it my biggest nemesis because it just keeps going wrong sometimes. But that's all right. That's with roux, it's all right.
He's got the roux queen here to help him.
I think they say you never cooked if you've never screwed up a roux.
So we got about 2/3 cup of oil. And we're gonna,
this is one.
That's a half.
That's a half.
So we're going to put 1.5 cups of flour, but go ahead and stir that. And then, so you constantly stir it, and you don't want to cook it too fast or you can burn it. So I'm going to add a little bit more oil. Scrape it around. Let's scrape it around this side because that's going to burn.
This is the consistency you're looking for.
Oh, so you like it this thick? Okay. So constantly stir. You keep stirring it until it gets the color you want.
I'm a little bit darker than this, like in between. You don't want it like dark chocolate, but you want some color in there.
If you can get your roux right, you don't need to add a lot of spice. Oh my gosh, it is so good. Oh yeah, see, it's a little bit darker. Looks better.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, that's about right. That's about the color I need. Gotta add some to every step. A little bit of pepper, garam masala.
Really?
Even in this step, you put a little bit of this one in.
That's good to know.
We don't forget, I like it spicy, so I even add a little bit of cayenne pepper in here. Just to give it a little more kick.
A little, he says.
A little bit. That's a little bit. And then we are really sad. We start heating it up again. Yeah, some people forget that, like, with all the things you cook, a lot of times if you take them off the stove, it's still hot, so it still keeps cooking a little bit. So a lot of times you gotta take it off a little bit earlier than you think you do. Pour our chicken in there. A liquid gold right here.
Liquid gold. Ooh, yeah. Get all those onions.
That's looking great. Amazing. A little sizzle. We just move our... Mijn moeder zei, ik weet mama, je wil echt heel graag zo'n kookeiland als ze hier hebben. Misschien als ik straks die NIL deal krijg, dan koop ik eentje voor je. I just told my mom she really likes the Cook Island. She would really love to have one.
Look at this, y'all.
Mix it up for 2 seconds. Get all the spices in there. So we put it in there for a couple of seconds, about 30 seconds to a minute. Start off. Apple juice. About how many ounces is this? 64. So we put about like a little less than 32. So like I say, about 28 ounces of apple juice in there.
I know what y'all are thinking.
But
I trust him. I can't imagine.
Like we start off, don't put too much, because I think I put about
that's probably about.
Start off with this. I'm adding a little bit more later.
Ounces.
It's 16. I'll make it a 20 later. Trust me.
Apple cider vinegar.
Apple cider vinegar. Add a little kick to it. Also, but stay in the apple range. We like it.
That's probably 3 tablespoons, I'm guessing.
3. That's some people say that's a lot. Then we go back.
I smell it.
We go to.
Is that smell going to go away?
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll be fine. So we got some dark and some light soy sauce.
So a half a cup of dark soy sauce.
Put it in there. Half a cup.
That's light soy sauce. And what is the difference between dark and light soy sauce?
They say the one is a little sweeter than the other. forgot what the dark one is a little bit sweeter than the light soy sauce. Light soy sauce a little more umami.
Has a stronger flavor.
Then we put about a tablespoon, about a tablespoon of honey in there, just to add a little more sweetness. That's about right. And then we mix it up a little bit.
And then what?
And then, just like I said, every step you need to add a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. So while this is going, after you mix, put a little bit of salt in there.
Wanting to bring it to a boil, or?
Yeah, we're trying to bring it to a boil, and then we'll just let it simmer for a while.
Wow. Y'all.
It's gonna be,
Don't cut this video off. Wait till we try. Wait till we test it.
You got a little spoon?
A little tester spoon?
A little tester spoon.
This is the test. Well, not the test. Well, what do you think?
Need some sweetness. Need some sweetness. We need some sweetness. Apple juice. Add a little bit more. I told you I was gonna get to the point.
Yeah.
If you don't like apples, don't try this recipe. Just say.
It's too late.
It's too late.
No, you should still try it unless you're allergic.
I just keep tasting.
What do you think?
I think a little bit more.
Well, you know what it tastes like because you've had it. I have not. Now, where did you get this recipe from? Because this is not something from your homeland.
So when I started getting into cooking, there was this one kind of mentor of mine that he used to be my boss at the place I worked for. And he was also really into cooking, so I asked him for advice. And he gave me this one recipe. He said, you can just start it with this one. It was kind of like this, but I tweaked it a little just because I just like to try new stuff. And it ended up becoming this recipe.
Wow.
Add some honey.
Probably this has been like 3 or 4 tablespoons of honey.
That's about right. At this point, I would say it's a lot of just preferred taste. Like I would first time start following the recipe. This is gonna come together nice. I like this taste.
You like
Give
that?
me a little bit of soy sauce.
That's dark soy. Okay.
Just add a little bit of dark soy sauce. Yeah.
Is that it?
I think it. I have to go lighter with the vinegar.
Okay. Go lighter.
Gotta also tell yourself when you're wrong. Like I can admit it.
So does it have too much vinegar?
Yeah, I would put a little less vinegar if it's gonna cook out probably, and otherwise you just add a little more apple juice.
Let me just go ahead.
Go ahead and try.
Even though I don't know what I'm looking for.
It's vinegar.
Oh wow.
It's different.
The vinegar, I don't even taste the vinegar. It's good. Is it going to get thick?
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for.
So we're going to let this simmer for 30 minutes. 30 minutes. And we will see y'all back in 30 minutes. And we'll do the main taste test. Now for the taste test of Benicio's Special. Is that what we called it?
Yes, I think.
Here we go. The unveiling.
That smells good.
We have been waiting for this. You tell me when.
And just a little, put a half more in there.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That is a heavy little plate. I'm just going to eat a small portion. Because tonight is when I'm going to really. Oh, wow. Wow. I love this rice, this basmati rice. That is crazy. I've never heard of it.
That tastes like home.
Does it taste like home? Yes. Oh, I'm glad.
Yeah. When I get home, I'll make some for my mom and dad.
Oh, I love it.
But I think the chipotle spice will work, right?
Oh, can you Can you tell?
Yeah, you can tell. Like with the chicken, it's like a little.
Well,
it adds something.
Before you go home, I need to get you some of that to take back home. There you go, guys. Ben Special. It's an Indonesian, Asian, Indian,
Everything.
Something with all those amazing spices. I'm telling you, you're going to love it. Don't freak out about the apple juice.
Just a little. If you like sweetness, you're all right. It
All
doesn't
these
really taste like
flavors,
apple.
they blend together. All right. This is another one for your kitchen, for your family. Y'all have a blessed day. See you next time on Southern and Spicy. Ben, wow. And this rice.
Basmati.
You know, I'm sold on it.